while administering medication to the wealthy man. The nurse mistakenly gave him morphine instead of painkillers, leaving him with only 10 minutes to live. She had just injected him with 100 milligrams of morphine.
I messed up.
You gave me 100 milligrams of the good stuff.
That dose could kill an elephant. Terrified, Lisa frantically searched through her medical bag, but she couldn't find an antidote. Seeing Lisa's panic, Charlie comforted the nurse who had been by his side for years, telling her not to panic. But how could Lisa not be afraid in such a critical moment? If Charlie didn't receive treatment within 10 minutes, he would die of heart failure.
He's not here.
What was even more terrifying was that 3 minutes had already passed. Lisa had no choice but to call an ambulance. But Charlie hung up the phone the moment it connected, since their estate was in the middle of nowhere. It would take at least half an hour for an ambulance to arrive. There simply wasn't enough time.
Are you nuts?
Charlie realized he was doomed, so he quickly calmed Lisa down. From this moment on, Lisa must remember every word he says. Only then could she clear herself of suspicion of murder. Besides, Lisa's entire family were illegal immigrants. Charlie didn't want to endanger them because of this. Just then, there was a sudden knock at the door. Charlie told Lisa to turn away immediately and pretend nothing had happened. It turned out to be his daughter-in-law, who had heard the noise from the room.
I thought I heard something. Is everything okay?
No, we're fine.
Seeing that her father was unharmed, the woman left, relieved. Since Charlie had only 4 minutes left, he told Lisa to leave immediately, but to be on the safe side, he instructed her to drive away from the estate and then return as quickly as possible. Only by taking the back roads could she avoid the estate's surveillance cameras, then enter through the backyard. Although there were 2 dogs in the backyard, they both knew Lisa, so they wouldn't bark. Lisa then climbed up to the 3rd floor of the estate, scaled the window into Charlie's room, and finally changed into Charlie's pajamas. She deliberately walked downstairs so her son would see her.
Go back to bed.
Then she quickly returned to Charlie's room and left the estate the same way she came. This way, Lisa's alibi was established. The next day, when the nanny went to wake Charlie, she discovered a horrifying scene. Charlie was lying on the sofa, a knife clutched in his hand. When the police arrived at the scene, everyone assumed Charlie had committed suicide, but a private investigator believed the matter wasn't that simple. He had been hired by a mysterious figure for a hefty sum to investigate the truth behind Charlie's death. Ike then questioned everyone at the estate. It turned out that the night of the incident was actually Charlie's birthday, so his sons and daughters-in-law were all at home. This meant everyone was a suspect, so Ike interviewed each of them individually, only to find that everyone was shifting the blame onto someone else. Clearly, Charlie's sons were troublemakers. They had been swindling their father out of money even before his death. They seemed overjoyed after Charlie passed away, as this meant they could inherit their father's billion-dollar estate. But when I questioned the nurse, who had last been with Charlie on the night of the incident, everyone suddenly spoke with one voice, claiming that Lisa was a private caregiver hired by their father, who had been by his side for many years. So they all treated her as family. Furthermore, they claimed that Lisa had finished her shift and driven home before their father passed away. However, given the family's reactions, Yak believes none of them were telling the truth. He had no choice but to focus his investigation on Lisa, because after some inquiry, Yak learned that Lisa had a physical condition. Whenever she lied, she would vomit uncontrollably.